What's up, YouTube? This is Free from Annex. Today's video is going to be about what it is like life after the Army, in my case. Now, mind you, my case is very different than most, but I'll just give you a quick rundown. Alright, so I got out of the Army in 2008. Right at the beginning of this damned recession that we're in. So I'm looking for work. I could find no work. Not on a military base, not outside a military base, nothing. So I'm continuously looking for work because I got a little one on the way. He's almost 2 years old now, and I've been out of work almost the entire time. Now, I took a job in China. I can't really call it a job. It was more like a little trip and some experience, so I could teach English at a HVAC company. That was 9 months, from February 09 to November 09. So all of 08, I didn't have a job. I couldn't find a job. I was looking and looking and looking, and I had nothing. And you'd be surprised, because you think, oh, you're a soldier, you get out of the military, you can get a job. Well, you can, if you're one of those soldiers that was in like an intelligence job or a computer job or even an office guy that did some kind of paperwork thing. I wasn't that. I was combat. I got taught, blow things up, point your tank gun at this, and shoot. And I can be a mechanic, but I hate fixing broke mechanical crap. And well, I'll show you guys how I'm living now. Because in China, my wife and I figure, well, we're going to be in China for a little bit. We're going to find another job over there. We'll do something. So we sold and gave away most of our stuff to soldier friends of ours back at our last duty station. So we had almost no furniture. Some of it's still in another city right now. We'll work on that thing. Don't worry about that. But right now, both my wife and I, Army veterans, are living in a 2-bedroom apartment in Arizona, and the one piece of furniture that we own that you can sit on, I'm sitting on. We have this little couch bed thing, I don't know what you call it, and then a little tour of our small apartment. You have a bedroom, our laundry room, our kitchen, cabinets, no pantry, my vacuum cleaner, our actual pantry that we're using is our dining room, and then you have our bookshelf, our TV, our lamp, our car seat that we have for the no car that we have, our patio that's like 2 feet by 3 feet, our front door, and oh, there's our apartment. That's it. So you'd figure Army veterans would be living pretty well, right? Get out of the service and you'd be taken care of. Not the case. Definitely not the case. So I figured when I was 17 joining the Army, I'm going to have a great life. I'm going to love the Army. For me, I didn't, no, it didn't last that long. I lasted the 5 years that I was in, and I decided to get out. I'm not turning it down. I'm not going to say, you shouldn't join the military. Because, hey, it was a great experience, but, it wasn't for me. My wife and I, both military. So now, it's 2 years that I've been out of the Army. I got my little one here that I gotta take care of. My wife's going to school. She's the only one of us that could get a job, but she's going to school, so we can get a better job and hopefully move out of this apartment, get a house, do something, be able to, whatever. We can't get medical insurance. Don't let this get you though. Just because we can't get medical insurance does not mean in any way, shape, or form I am any way for this Obama's crackpot health. I am any way for this Obama's crackpot health reform. I should be getting veteran disability. I'm gonna be $200. Wow, can't even pay my rent. So it has come to this: 5 years in the U.S. Army, trained by the best to do the best and be the best and all this BS and whatnot. And where am I now? Unemployed, with no furniture, stay-at-home dad. I love that part though.
My name is Michael Preisner. I was in the Army and I was a corporal. I joined because of patriotism, really. I wanted to serve my country. I went to Iraq in March 2003. I think mainly what drove me to join was this view of being in the military and being in combat is really it's shown in a positive way, like especially to kids. Like you go to a toy store and look at some of the toys they're selling, like toy tanks and toy jet fighters and things. And when you're a kid, these things are cool, but when you actually see what those things do, they shouldn't be toys. Every base that I was on would get mortared or rocketed every night, like clockwork. When I returned home, people didn't really understand when I was telling them that we would get attacked every day. They were like, oh, I thought that it wasn't that bad, and people really didn't understand how bad it was. And I don't think they do now. Well, the way the Iraq War has changed me, for the most part, it's taken its toll on me a lot. And I was home by myself for the first time in a while, like at night, and I spent the whole night pretty much up, checking all the doors, checking all the windows. I own a firearm, so I was walking around with that, and I mean, I've been back for a long time. I got back in 2004, and still, I'm 24 years old and I'm scared to be homeless.